Hi there, and welcome to my next video on my YouTube channel, Unapologetic with Lorelei. Welcome on this pretty chilly, snowy day here in the Heathland, and it's beautiful. It's cold, it's windy, but it's really beautiful. And I hope you enjoy it too, because soon I'm going to flip my screen and show you where I am at the moment, and hope you can enjoy also the nature of where I am today. And I hope you catch a little bit of the vibe without feeling the cold. But for the topic of today is about why feeling visible feels different when you're in your midlife or you're 50 plus or maybe 45 plus. But you get the gist a little bit of what I mean, because visible starts to feel differently because you start to feel more exposed rather than being just visible, and it's a different vibe and a different feeling. And yeah, I wanted to talk with you about this because you may be one of those persons who also feel this and are not even fully aware of it, and you start to wonder, well, where does it come from? And I want to talk with you about it because I've been going through the same thing and sometimes still. And it's how you're going to deal with it, because you can't be invisible. You don't want to be invisible because you're you and you're a valuable person. But visible and being exposed is two different things. And yeah, I want to talk to you about this. I hope you're going to join me here for my snowy, windy walk here. And I'm going to flip the screen and we're going to talk some more. Okay, see you on the other side. Right, so this is when I flip my screen, and you see I'm on the edge of the Heathwood and a little bit forest and a little bit heathland rather. Sorry, Heathwood. I don't think that exists, but you can still see here how this is changing. This landscape is so beautiful. I've spent it quite a few times actually, moments, and it's always peaceful in very different times of the day. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like it. As I said, without feeling the cold that I'm feeling right now, but it doesn't matter because it's really great. But coming back to the point of you know that you feel at some point that it stops feeling being exciting if you're visible, and it starts to feel a little bit more like you're exposed. And as I said, many women perhaps wonder why that is, and because I guess was why I try to figure it out, because early in life visibility often feels much lighter, and it's as you just share and you speak and you show up and you experiment and all kinds of stuff, and there's so much less at stake. But I believe for myself that after 50 some things are shifting, and it's not for the worse or for the bad or anything like that, or dramatic, but it does change, and you can't deny that. And I hope I'm not too bouncy with my screen here with filming, because it's in the snow. It's different to walk here in the snow than what it is without. But I hope you still enjoy what you're watching here. And so yeah, so as I said, you're no longer speaking from potential anymore if you're being exposed and or visible rather, and you're speaking more from experience. And I guess that's what I started doing here with my video channel, um, just sharing my experiences, my insights, my things I have been going through, or my opinions, or whatever. And you may resonate or you may not. Whatever it is, it's okay. But this is what I like to do, because I know there's a lot of women who are also struggling with the same type of things. And so yes, you might find this a little bit interesting what I'm got to say. And I believe also words, they start to carry a little bit more weight when you're older, and your presence, you carry some history with you. And besides that, visibility, I feel now, also is more consequential. And it doesn't mean you're less confident. Well, not in my case, but it means you're just more aware. And that's another thing to be as well. When you're getting older, I think you become more aware of the things. And well, I noticed that I am for sure. And if you've lived long enough to know what visibility, that visibility isn't actually really neutral, because it invites a lot of interpretation from a lot of people. If you're being visible to quite some people. And I guess also in the digital age here, can you imagine on Instagram how much you are being exposed? But you might not immediately feel it, but you are. You really are. And I said, so is the same for me being here on YouTube, but it's a choice, and I choose very carefully my topics. I don't want to offend anybody or insult anybody, or I don't want to have no controversial topics, but really topics that resonate to us, to a lot of people, to a lot of women. And so far, I have a very nice response on my videos, and so it means something, I guess, that I'm being interpreted in a positive way, and it also means I'm projecting things, and and you can be also be misunderstood, and as I said, you yourself, you probably know it, and so when you're being visible, uh, it starts to feel a little bit heavier, and but still it can be still very nice. I really enjoy, for instance, this video, this making these videos, and that's one thing I just recently discovered, and it's really really nice. I get some really great response to it, and well, as I just said, it's great. I hope you can still see here. This is the sky. It's very dark gray, and I'm sure there's some more snow. I don't know if it's heading my way. I think because I think the wind is coming my way as well. So, but nevertheless, I'm not too far away from my car, so it's really going to come down. Then I'll be running up to my car soon. And well, as I said, you become more aware of things, and they start to feel a little bit heavier. And it's not because I feel like I'm shrinking and I'm getting older and all the rest of it, but I think it's because, well, your sense of self is becoming more defined, and well, you might feel that you're no longer performing, and you're just representing more and more and more who you are, the older you get, and well, maybe the wiser as well then. So yeah, I think understanding this, it really matters. Well, it mattered to me. A lot of things fell into place for me when I kind of understood this, and because it changed the question for me. I didn't question anymore like how do I push myself to be visible again, but it's more like how do I choose visibility in a way that fits who I am, and I I I think I ask myself this question every time I do choose a topic to talk about here, and that's why I post daily on my video on my channel here, and it's all, as I said, topics that I think relate to a lot of women, and well, you always can subscribe to my channel if you want, or give a thumbs up, or even give a comment if you want. I'll be, of course, reading it and replying to it. But all in all, if you ask yourself that kind of questions, it becomes more everything becomes more clear, and I think that it's this kind of clarity and not the courage is what makes visibility really really sustainable in midlife. I'm in my early 60s. I don't know if you want to call that midlife, but I think for me it is. I don't know what else name to give it to it, if you need to give a name to it. I think the most important thing is that you are self-aware. You keep building on your self-trust more and more, and and on the in a way that fits you, and who the person you became and who you still want to become more and more, and be happy with yourself and be happy with your life. So I feel there's a little bit of snow starting to come down, so I think I'm gonna wrap this video up right now. And I wish you a very, very nice day. I don't know which part of the world you are, if you're in the cold or in the sun, but I hope you take care of yourself. Take very good care of yourself. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.